Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm bringing you this card here, and I made this card for the Stampin' Dreams blog hop, and the theme was movies on TV. So you could make any card, any project that was influenced by something in the movies or something on TV. And can you guess my theme at all? I've gone for Indiana Jones. Don't know if that works, so I've gone for sort of like the look of a sort of an old satchel, because he wore a bag in it, and so that's what I was going for with this. And it's very oldie woldy, and he was saving the world, wasn't he? So that's what I've gone for. Okay, so stay tuned and I'll show you how I made it. So I'm making the card base is early espresso, and I've cut it down to it's still 8 1/4 that way, and I've cut it down to 5 1/2. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to use the stitched rectangles, and the biggest stitched rectangles mat's better on a 5 1/2 inch one, because they're made for American sized cardstock. So, and although it's slightly narrower, don't really notice. And then I'm using whatever that's called. This is what I'm cutting. It's cinnamon cider. This is what I'm cutting my rectangle out of. And then once it's cut out, I'm going to emboss it with the old paper embossing folder to give it that sort of old look. I'm kind of going for like an old satchel, old suitcase sort of look, to have it a sort of an Indiana Jones sort of feel. And then I'm using the lovely Beautiful World stamp set, and what's this one called? Can't remember. These are new to me. I know they've been out for a while. World Map Dies and Beautiful World. This is a bundle. Get them together, save 10%, which is marvellous. I've resisted for a long time. Liked it as soon as I saw it. Thought, will I use it enough? And then I had some rewards to cash in, and I went for it. So we want that one, and that one. This one makes an absolutely gorgeous. I was going to utilise this in it, so I had a little play, and as I always do, I get a new set, I stamp it all and cut it more. That's just lovely, and that will be useful in a bit of junk journal, I think. Would have been nice on this, bit of an old document, very Indiana Jones. And that just reminds me of anybody in the UK. What does that sort of remind you of? You might have to be a certain age, but we used to have the map like that, the world go round like that. It was BBC, wasn't it? That's what I saw as soon as I did that. Anyway, got a nice feather as well, doing a Harry Potter themed thing, and I thought that would be good. Got that nice design there that cuts in. So I like to cut them all so I can kind of see what they do. So great set. I do lots and lots of sort of journaling and scrapbooking, and I have got an amazing holiday from last year that really needs scrapbooking. So yeah, got this, thought that'd be great. So they're going to get die cut, and then I need to die cut a single one of these cream circles. So it's just a circle. It's actually it's about 1 3/4. Yes, I think it die cuts out to be 1 3/4, which is quite useful because we've got a 1 1/2 inch circle punch and a 2 inch circle punch. So this is the one in the middle, so that's useful for that as well. And then I need to do some stamping. That's for the inside. Oh, I need the other die for that. So the other thing I'm going to do is die cut a strip out of that for the inside of the card. So we need to do some stamping. I have mounted my stamps all ready. So let's move these out of the way, because that is going to be die cut off camera. You don't need to see that. So we're not stamping that, I'm die cutting it, Burke. So we're just stamping these two. So you make the world a better place. Now I am making this as a Valentine's card. Ed's huge Indiana Jones fan, so I think he'll get the reference straight away. And there we go. And I do like thinking outside the box when it comes to Valentine's Day, and I think this is definitely outside the box. So that's a little stand to hold my globe on. Love it. So I'm going to get those die cut so the die fits that nicely, and that will cut out the circle, and then I'll cut another one out to go behind the die cut globe. So I'll get them sorted. Okay, so they're all die cut out there, so that's the little strip for the middle there. Just thought that just adds a little bit of something extra. Got me it stitched and it's embossed. I've got my globe and my little white circle there. It does give it a nice little sort of edge to it, and its a little stand there ready. Got my big stand, and then I got my sentiment, and I decided in the end, I got that out and it was like stitched, and it was like, oh, hang about, we have stitched circles. So these are the stitch shape framelits. Look how battered that is. I've had it years and I love it, and I just thought that would kind of go with the stitching around that, so I thought that was pretty cool for that. Now this is designed, I think, to go that way. You put the globe in that way, so you got a choice between doing that and doing that. Do you know, now I've done that, I think that looks better. I think that looks better. My first thought was that, but now I'm liking that better, because that sort of is sort of just, it's sort of designed so that that goes with the curve of the spine, the longitudinal and latitudinal sort of lines around it. Yeah, that's better. We're going for that. So let's get these sorted. The other thing on this is I'm using these antique corners and sliders, and I thought to go with the sort of look of an old sort of suitcase satchel thing, I thought these on the corner would look very cool. Ed's gonna love this. There. I've had so much fun thinking about this. How cool will that look? And then we have the sliders, and to go with this suite we have this lovely faux suede trim, which is perfect colour there with early espresso, and that could be like the satchel or suitcase strap. They were my thoughts. Cooking on gas, I loved it. So there we go, giving me some other ideas whilst I make this. Ideas are hatching in my head for something else. I have used these before. I have made like an attaché case ephemera holder, which to keep sort of all my memorabilia for our great trip that I want to scrapbook, and I used this and this ribbon on that. So how cool is that? So I'm going to use, I think, glue dots to stick these on the corners. So gonna I've done that and got the glue dot in completely the wrong place, coming over the edge. Didn't want that, so let's just move that a tad. There we go. Yeah, that works. So stick that in the corner, going just inside the stitching, I think would be best, rather than at the edge. So let's see if I can get this more to the outer edge. And then I've got it. Do you know, perhaps if I put my glasses on, I might win this a bit better. We'll persevere, because my glasses are on the other side of the room. There we go. And then lastly, we have this one. By Jove, no, I didn't do it. I'm useless. There we go. Now then, have we got enough room if that goes there? Like that. Yeah, so that there is right for that. I'm going to stick these down first, actually. I think that will be my best bet. So stick that to that. So we've got some nice big areas. Like so. Stick that on. We get a little bit of a margin. Gonna just stick that on there. And then we're going to stick that there. That's going to go sort of underneath it. So we need to stick this down first. So I might put it up a little bit higher. And then that, oh, just stuck to my fingers. That'll go on there. Then we've got room. Let's put this underneath. I just think they're unusual. Valentine card. Personally. There. Might actually have that overlapped a little bit and pop it up on dimensionals. So I'm going to stick that down. Going to have that about there. I'm going to take it off there a minute so that I can have it straight on my stamp mat and see where it goes. So I'm going to leave that there so I know I want it about there. just reminds me of BBC News. You know, BBC coming on and seeing. I always saw a sort of a horned cow, really, a sort of a bull. When I looked at that bit, that was always what I kind of saw, and it kind of revolved round, so then you saw the rest of the world coming on. And yeah, and as a child I didn't really realise it was like the land and the sea, because I was a numpty. There, so I'm gonna put some glue on this. I might find a picture to show, because anybody that's watching this that isn't from the UK probably like, what on earth's she on about? So I might find a picture and pop it on my blog. There, so I'm matching it up with that line across there, so we've got a bit of a gap there, but I think that's absolutely fine. That's not quite straight, which is not absolutely fine. Or maybe it was, maybe it's just me. There we go. And then so I might pop that up on dimensionals over here a tad. I'll stick this down. And put dimensionals on the back of this. That's the little ones, that's the big ones. We'll be here forever with the little ones. Oh, did I get two off at the same time? Didn't really mean to do that. There we go. Cut them off. They have suddenly come over all tired. That does happen to me. Still recovering. There. May not be absolutely straight there. May not be able to do much about it. I don't care. It'll do. It's only Fred. There we go. And then we need to do our little bit of ribbon across. Put that across there. So we want, so if that was, yeah, so if we put that on that line there, I'll go slightly above. Was it 3 down? Yeah. So if we go 3 down there, and we'll do a bit of tape there for it to stick to. So always better to eyeball this. So putting it somewhere in the middle, across there, stuck my fingers to the back, across there. Yep, that's cool. And then I need a glue dot to go behind that little slider to hold it in place, because although it's called a slider, I don't really want it to slide. So just go under there and we'll stick it down. So then we just need glue on the back there to slick it in. I haven't opened that Tom Burnham. That's my penultimate one, and I cannot remember if I ordered any in my last order, which I'm still waiting for. Hopefully by the time this goes out I'll have had it. It is due when this vlog's due out, and I can't remember when this is out. I think this is the day after, so I will probably be jumping for joy, hopefully. There we go. So that's that on there. And then we just need a little bit of card on the inside, and a bit like when I put designer series paper on the inside, but instead of designer series paper I've just got a cut out. Because I've cut it down, it is slightly smaller, but oh, this needs to be filled up. So I do need to open my penultimate Tombow. There we go. So this will be cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And there we have it. That's my card. So hopefully that fits with the theme of movies or TV. So I say I've gone for Indiana Jones and an alternative Valentine card there, using that lovely set, which you might not think instantly of Valentines, and but I think it does go very well with an Indiana Jones look. So I will link to the original blog hop. When in the blog be links to my shop. Lovely sweet this. It's got paper that goes with it, and it's got memories and more cards and everything, so perfect if you're a scrapbooker. And yeah, so see you again soon. Bye for now.